Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're all up and ready. I'm going to bring my little seat over. One of these days I'll put a cushion on there. Find a cushion to fit anyway. How are you all doing this morning? My goodness, 7 people already. I guess I'm a little bit behind. I'm feeling like a dog today. How are my legs? Well, I still got my sexy socks on. They're not as swollen. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, honey. My legs aren't as swollen, but it won't take long before they start pumping back up again. I've spent the last couple of days off my feet, really. So I'm just going to have to try and find a balance between being on my feet and being off my feet. And trying to find a way to make it work so that I'm not constantly sat with my feet up all the time, because I can't do that. I mean, I was like that for years, and I'm not going back to that just yet. Noah's Ark, good morning. It's so good to see you. Welcome. So I do have some compression socks. These compression socks are not as tight as the ones that you get from the hospital. And I do have, I think, a pair of one of those somewhere around. I remember I once came home with them on, but I don't know what happened to them since. I think they got up and walked off. Compression socks walked off. Oh, God, stop. Your humour this time of the morning. Anyway, I got a message from Maniac Grammy. You see, Noah's Ark, got it. Thank you. I got a message from Maniac Grammy. She's not feeling too well. So if you can keep her in your thoughts, your prayers, and send her lots of good vibes and healing energy. The universe knows where it's supposed to go, so you don't really need to know any kind of details, but you keep her close, and hopefully that she'll get better. Eric says, my dad can't have anything with a lot of salt because his hands and arms will swell. Yes, my hands swell too. I mean, right now they don't look it, but my hands are a little chubby. For what they normally are. My finger, I've only got tiny slim fingers, but they're a little chubby right now. So, but it starts with my feet, and I've been getting the cannula after a while, leaves an impression here on both sides, which it hasn't done before in the past, and I've been on oxygen since 2004. Yeah, 2004. So, now I'm going to touch on the subject. Good morning, old mucker. I know you're hanging out there somewhere. You're probably talking to John, and that's okay. That's fine. Or you're working, one or the other. I use a phrase. I don't say be positive, stay positive, because that can have a tendency to get people angst. I mean, it gets me angst because, oh, thank you. Uh-oh. Do you have a nasty customer, honey? There's a time to... a lot of us have a certain amount of stubbornness in us, and some of us can be a bit more stubborn than others. And I tell people, stay stubborn. You've got to stay stubborn, but you've got to stay stubborn in the right way. If somebody is trying to hand out, somebody who's been through, how can I put this? just don't bite the hand of people that are trying to help you. Because you can only bite their hand so many times and they'll kind of back off. And I'm saying this from experience. But anyway, I'm just happy that the person I'm thinking about is doing so much better. He's breathing better. His colour looks better. He doesn't look as gaunt and drawn. But I got snapped at one too many times. And okay, I'm backing off from this one. If you know or you have that gut feeling that something is not right, or somebody else is telling you that's somebody from the outside that's looking in can see that something's not right, even if they're thousands of miles away and they're talking to you over this kind of a format, and they're telling you you look terrible, there's something wrong with the way you're sounding, there's something wrong with the way you look, there's something wrong just by the things that you're saying, I can tell something's wrong. Go and be persistent at the doctor's. Even if you have to go to the emergency room a few times for them to start taking notice. Because it really could mean the difference between life and death. I mean, I did it myself. I did it myself in 2012. And I've done it myself so many times. You know, I've been told off by doctors, I don't know how many times, you should have come sooner. But if you know, don't, I know in certain, some countries, especially here in the States, constantly thinking about, the cost of everything, the cost of going to the doctor, the cost of going to the emergency room. But it could cost your life one day. So it's not worth waiting and waiting just to see what happens. It's not worth saying, oh, I don't care. Because let me tell you something, when that moment comes and everything starts going black, you do care. You do care. You start shouting for help. So, and that's when that inner stubbornness to keep going kicks in. And you've got that little bit extra that's down in your boots and it just comes up. And then you know that you really do care. So, but anyway, that's my thoughts right now. And I'm going to say no more because it's kind of, I'm trying not to rant. Let's put it that way. So how is everybody this morning? Ow. I think I got something stuck in my toe. Did you all leave me and go off to somebody else's chat? Hello? Okay. You fell? Oh, Maka, what do you mean you fell? What did you do? Oh, you feel. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you're keeping your pecker up, honey. So will your wife. I'm sorry. Oh, my brain went there this early that morning. Oh, my goodness. My brain's into overdrive this morning. Well, we have 6 people watching. Hello, 6 people. And I know there's probably more out there on the peripheral, so I'm going to say good morning, Grandma, Minnie and Grammy. We're all rooting for you. We're all hoping that you feel better and you get up and go again. Because I know your get up and go has gone a little bit. We're going to say good morning to Anne. We haven't seen you in some time, and it does concern me. Good morning, Quincy. Hello, honey. Hopefully you are not working too hard. Hopefully you're managing to get some days off. And if you're out there, stop in and have a chat. And good morning, Norma. I know that you're up there somewhere. You had some snow, extra snow, so hopefully you're staying nice and warm. Hopefully we'll see Michelle today. We'll see Tiger today from Malaya. Hopefully Alison will stop in. There's a whole bunch of you that haven't been in lately. So hopefully you're all doing well. And we'll see you again soon, very soon. So, sorry, I've got a frog in my throat and it won't leave. I keep telling it, get out and go croak elsewhere. So I think I might be going to do another YouTube channel. I'm not sure whether to do a separate YouTube channel or whether just to do a playlist of my cat. The cat burglar, I've nicknamed him, because he keeps stealing my food. And I've got quite a few. I mean, they're only short clips, but I've got quite a few short clips of him stealing my food. I mean, it's amazing how he'll just lay there, and he's looking at it, and he's looking at it, and he's looking at it. And then this paw comes snaking out, and he'll reach over, and he'll start doing this with his claws, and pull the foot, as if I can't see what he's doing. It's like, hey, quit it, will you? That's mine. Nope. The other day he actually went round to the other side of my laptop and tried reaching for food from there to slide it off my plate. Yeah, you little monkey, you think I can't see you? Put it on this channel? Okay. Okay, alright, I'll do that, Eric. I'll put it in a playlist of his own. Should I do that, or should I just keep it in the same, in the main, that I have everything else in, that I have most things in? I think I've realised too why some of my, Mountain Mama, good morning, honey. It is so good to see you. June, hey, June can't stay. Oh, she has a lot of do's to do today. So she says, have a wonderful day. You too, Mountain Mama. You have a wonderful day, honey. And don't overdo it. Remember, one step at a time, and you'll get there eventually. I keep trying to remind myself that. Well, I figured you meant errands. I love you too, sweetie. You take care now. And Eric says, put it in your main videos, but you can also make a special playlist too. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that, Eric. Oh, Mocha says, I was thinking of doing a new one for that angry customer so I can upload more and keep the old Mocha for bikes. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I like that idea, old Mocha. But what do you think, Eric? I mean, your channel started out mainly, you know, with your bikes, old mucker, you know, maybe keep it that way. I don't know. So that I don't know. I don't know. Ask Eric. He might be able to tell you better. I defer to Eric's advice. Yeah, his channel is specifically about bikes and going for rides on the bike. Yeah, he says that's a good idea. He agrees with me, so I wasn't far wrong. Oh, yeah, that makes sense now, Mountain Mama. Sometimes it hits us out of the blue. You know, we go on and we don't realize until later. Oh, yeah. Mountain Mama says, oh, by the way, I know why I was emotional the other day, and this was the week that her mum passed. Um, my heart goes out to you, honey. It really does, and I understand completely. Because things like that can just hit you right out of the blue. But I'm glad to see you're feeling, you know, a bit more on the up and up, and you're actually getting some things done. That'll help you feel better too. Just don't make your list too long. So then if you do extra stuff that's not on your list, you feel even better. Yes, I accomplished things. Okay. Eric says if you have a rounded channel of friends like me and Eric, then it's good to keep it all on one channel. Alright. Because we don't have a certain genre for a certain type of videos. Exactly. I love you too, Mountain Mama. You take care, sweetie. Aww. I did put you an iCard up and a little note on one of the videos, Mountain Mama. So hopefully you'll get somebody responding to it. My old mucker says I don't have any friends, so I should be okay. You do too have friends. Goodness me. We just need to get you out there a bit more. I need to get back on your channel and start liking. I'm still trying to get back to all the people that have started following me. I need to get back to going through those too. Internet friends, that's all. Sometimes, old mucker, they're the best friends to have. Unfortunately, I have good friends, but you know, one's on. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. One's on one coast and the other one's on the other coast, and I'm in the middle. So. It's just not easy in a country this big to have friends. Let me just tilt this forward a little bit. Trying to do it without dropping you all on your head. There we go. I think that's better, isn't it? Yes, it's better. I can see you all better. It says all mucker is a Billy, no mates. Oh no. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come on, Tom Mucker. You know we love you. Eric Eric says same here. Oh, okay. It's sad to say, but I only have one actual friend on here that I'd take a bullet for. I just wait for the other friends to stab me in the back. That's terrible. That's an awful way to be. But unfortunately, that seems to be the way of, I wouldn't want to say human nature, but I don't know what it is. I don't know why people take pleasure in being mean and nasty and stabbing somebody in the back. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why. I mean, why just suddenly turn on somebody? It's a protective instinct. Yes, it is. It is, Eric. Especially when you see the way other people treat other people, and you hear, you become privy of some of the things that's going on and that's been said. I mean, old Mugger says I don't even trust the wife. Goodness me. He says, yes, Eric, that's why I don't have any, because I can't trust anyone. Well, you do trust to a certain extent, old Mugger. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be in business. So, but yeah, when we see what's gone on, it's easy to start backing away from people. It's too easy for people to fake online. That is so true. That is so true, Eric. It's so funny. I even had somebody tell me I was faking when I was in hospital once. I was in a hangout from from a hospital bed, and they turned around and told me that I was faking it being in hospital. Oh, you think I can afford this machinery that's around me? You think I can afford this, It's like, I don't think so. Omega says I don't have to trust customers. Well, to a certain extent. It's to keep your enemies closer, old mucker. Yeah, that is so true. And Eric says, is that why we get married? I don't know. It's pretty amazing. All right. There's only 3 people left. Oh my gosh. They've all gone and left me for somebody else. That's what it is. But that's okay. Well, there's only the 3 of us, guys. Hopefully there's somebody else out there watching. Just means there's only 3 of us talking, I think. Because when I often go back to the analytics page, I'm amazed to see that there's been 53 watches. So, they all left. Someone must have farted. That's so true. Okay, I just got a little pop-up. I can't read the rest of it. But nice. I watched more than 2 minutes of video. So hitting the what? Hitting the like and the support red button. Oh, thank you. Thank you ever so much, Blonde Baby Metal. I shall take a look. Oh, Morgan says, oops. No, Eric says, oops. I thought I could get away with a silent one. Well, you know what they say about silent ones? Silent but deadly. SBDs. Can never get away with them. Never. No matter how much you try. Okay, it's 7:36. And traditionally by this time we were getting into doing some exercises. So I think I'll just do some myself. I'll do some stretching myself. Sit here and stretch while we talk. Hopefully there's somebody out there watching that'll have a go themselves too. But I can't not do it. We had one day where I really didn't do too much. So I'll keep my legs moving, keep the fluid going, keep the blood pumping. Yeah, it's funny because my right leg swells more than my left leg. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with the fact that I had a cardiocath done through the left artery in my leg. I'm wondering if that's not like, pressing it's caused some kind of reaction and it's pressing on the whatever it is for the league. Eric Herbert says my best performing video is almost at 400 views, but it's kind of slow moving. I'm redoing the tags right now. Yeah, I've been, you know what, Eric? The videos of where I am coughing, choking, struggling to breathe, and trying to do a breathing treatment at the same time are still getting the most views. They're still the top 10. They're from 2013, 2014, around that time. I didn't really know what I was doing. I wasn't intending for people to watch. I didn't think people would watch. I just hit, it was that time when you could record straight to YouTube. So I really, one of them's got 50,000 views. Actually, it's got more than 50,000 views now. Another one's got 20,000 views. And I'm like, dang. But can't you see how, go to my future videos. Go to my videos of now. And see that it's possible to, come back from something like that. Eric says it's because people can relate to those videos. The other thing too I was thinking, Eric, is at the beginning of each title it says COPD. So my videos from this last year that I've been uploading don't have COPD in the title. It's just COPD in the tags. So I'm wondering if that makes a huge difference there. If I should put COPD in the title, at the beginning of the title. I know several people have found me through searching for COPD on YouTube. Good morning, Mrs. Ford Fam, honey. So good to see you. Good morning, honey. I was just about to start exercising. Marie, good morning. So good to see you. You come just in time to start exercising. Eric says most people don't look at channels when they search for something. That is so true. They watch the video and that's why they catch certain videos and not others. That is so true. So should I go back and just add COPD into my titles so that maybe they will come up a bit more? Because that's the whole point of what I'm doing is to, I have it in the tags. I have COPD, I have COPD life, breathing problems, breathing treatments, because I know that they are, the top searches. Marie says she's ready. Okay, let's go, folks. We're gonna get going. You're going to start with your right arm. You're going to bring your right arm up across your face. And you're going to point up to the ceiling where the ceiling and the wall meet. You're going to point up to that corner there. And if you need to use your opposite arm for support or just to give that extra push in on your elbow, so you can give that extra stretch, do so. You got to sit up, you got to stand tall. So you're taking your lower rib off, away, separate your hip and your lower rib, because we all, too many of us, sit slouch like this. I'm guilty of that. So we have to, Jeanette, she's back. That's okay, Jeanette, you're back in time to do some stretching. Okay, Marie. Eric says the key to getting vids out there is that you use the same words in your title, description, video, and tags. You need all 4. Yes, that's what I've been doing. Except for the word COPD. Okay, so we're going to take the right arm. Denise, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. How are you doing? How's the picky? Okay, reach up with your right arm. You're not going to be turning like this. You're just going to reach your right arm, because we're working on the shoulder here and the elbow. So reach up with your right arm and you're going to stretch. Reach as much as you can. If you need to, use your elbow to pull in or to support and stop your arm from shaking. And then relax. What we're going to do is going to do opposite arms like we have been doing. We're going to keep doing that. Okay, with your left arm, you're going to point over to the opposite corner, right where the ceiling and the wall meet. You'll push your arm in a little bit. Straighten your arm as much as you can and bring it in as close to your face as you can. And remember, you got to sit tall and stand tall. You got to stretch. You got to reach, stretch. And while you're doing that, don't forget to give your gluteus maximus a good squeeze. It really does help. It'll stop that old person sag, the old people sag that starts going on as we start getting up in age. You know, you kind of walk past the mirror in the nude and it's like, who the heck is that person? And then you see that okay, right arm over. Again, you're going to reach up for the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. And sit up, stand tall. Pull your tummy button in at the same time. You've got to imagine you've got a string from your tummy button all the way through your back and somebody's pulling in. So pull in your tummy button. Reach, stretch, and then relax. Marie says it's not hurting. Well, that's good. And reach across. That's probably because you're not working too. No, that's good. It shouldn't work. It shouldn't hurt, Marie. And again, with your left arm, you're going to reach over, pointing towards where the corner of the ceiling and the wall meet. And use your opposite hand, your right hand, to support. Or if you need to, push in that little bit, just so that you're a little bit closer. Give it that little bit of a push. And squeeze your glutes. Give them a down good squeeze. Go on, give them a surprise. Wake them up. And then relax. Jeanette says, I think the words you're looking for, June, is everything went south. Yes, it sure did. Or in my case, it went north and south. Okay, last one for this time. This set, you're going to put your point again with your right arm up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. If you can't get your arm that high, at least try and get it as high up. I mean, if you're down here, you can only get it so high. You know, do that. Just do as much as you can and keep pushing each day. Just that little fraction more, just that little fraction more until you can get your arm up. You see, the right arm, I can put that straight a lot easier than I can do with my left arm. And you keep push, and relax. Now we're going to do the last one with this set with the left arm. And arm across. pointing up to the corner of the wall and the ceiling where they meet, and straighten that arm out as much as you can, and reach and stretch, 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 and then relax. And if there's anyone out there that's new, this is not a high impact exercise. These are exercises for people who are not able to be as mobile as they used to be. When that happens, we have a tendency to lose our muscle tone. Our tendons start to seize up. Our joints start to seize up. I mean, it happens with age anyway, but when you add the inability to be mobile or as active as we used to be through illness, you have a tendency to seize up even more and end up in a worse mess. So Marie says, I'm breathing good. Well, that's good, Marie. That's good, honey. Jeanette says, mine went all around the world and back again. Oh, dear Jeanette. Mine just went that way. It's like, oh, landmarks, honestly. It's like, why? Why? Okay, this next set. You're going to reach up. You're going to point to the ceiling. Now I want you to bend your elbow and bring your arm down behind your head. You're going to put your elbow back a little bit and up. It's just a small movement. Obviously you can't. I don't want you doing this. Just pull your elbow up a little bit. Don't push on your head, because that's not what we're going for. We don't want you to push your head off your shoulders. You stay as tall as you can. And you're going to put your fingertips, just your fingertips, behind your head. And then you're going to sit tall and stand tall. And this, you will feel it down here, as well as up across here and across your shoulder blades. And you stretch, 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 stretch. And then relax. And all the time, remember, you need to keep your ribs separated from the top of your hips, because that's not bad. That's not good for anyone, and especially anyone with breathing problems or abdominal problems. And again, reach up with your left arm, then slowly bend down. Bend your elbow, not bend down. Slowly bend your elbow. Put your fingertips behind your head. Push your elbow back and up as much as you can. Stretch, 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 stretch. Sit tall. Just give those glutes a darn good squeeze and say, wake up, come on, perk up. And then relax. Whew. And if it's burning, give it a slow roll so you can actually roll it out. Don't bounce in any of these exercises. I know there was a period of time where every exercise you did, they wanted you to bounce, bounce, bounce. Well, that can actually cause more damage than good. Okay, we're going back to the right arm. Lift your right arm up, point to the ceiling. Bend at the elbow. You're going to take your elbow back slightly and up as much as you can. And you're going to make sure that you sit tall. You stand tall. These can actually be done in bed, whether you're laying down or sitting down. And obviously, if you're in bed, you've got a bed head. So you bring your arm up higher and then bring it down lower. No, bring your arm up slightly. You can bend it slightly when you point. Rather than smacking the headboard, bend your arm slightly as you bring it up. Bring it up as high as you can this way. And then stretch. And then relax. Oh, that does burn right here. I get both of my shoulders freeze. I get a frozen shoulder. They seem to take it in turns as to which one they're going to freeze. And I also have what's called bursitis in the muscle back here. Okay, reach your arm, your left arm up, point at the ceiling, stretch as much as you can, and then bend your elbow, hand behind your back, your fingertips just touching your head. Tiger, good morning, honey. We're just starting. We're on our second set now. And reach. Squeeze those glutes. Come on, give the glutimus maximus a good squeeze. Iron Dog says he's going to be squeezing walnuts for us. And then relax. And we're going to do the last set of this one. Okay, arm up, reach for the ceiling. And bend your elbow, fingertips on the back of your head. It's just very lightly. And then stretch. Now, obviously, if your arm's stuck, if you can't reach your arm up like this, at least get your arm out as much as you can. And then, tighten your muscles and use tension. Tighten those muscles, bring them in. And as you straighten, bend your arm like this and then move it back slightly, you will still feel it across here. You will still feel it in your shoulders and you'll still feel it here. But if you keep doing that and you keep doing it, just that little bit extra push, that little bit extra, it doesn't matter if it's a fraction of an inch. You do the best you can and keep pushing up, and eventually you'll find you'll be able to move your arm up. Unless, of course, it's something like arthritis where, the joint is damaged. That's not so easy. Good morning, lovely kid in Japan. She says, I'm so squeezing here without my boobs. Reach up. Reach up, point to the ceiling. And then bend your elbow, hands behind your back of your head, fingertips behind the back of your head. And stretch. Stretch. And tighten those glutes, because this is the last one for this type. And then relax. And we have one more set that we're going to do, and that's across the hip. And this time you're going to slightly turn. Tiger says, good stretching. Good morning, Tiger. It's so good to see you. And Denise, where did you go? I saw you popped in. Let me see, did I miss Denise? Nope, she's still there. She says, hi, how are you? I hope you're all fine. Yep, how are you doing, Denise? Oh my goodness, I hope she's doing okay. Okay, this last one. I can't really see me, can you? Okay, Tiger says I was filming and editing a video to upload. Oh, wonderful. That's good to know, Tiger. Okay, with this last one, you're going to take your right arm. You're going to go down across your body. So you're reaching past your left hip. As though there's something on the floor. Don't reach down for it. Just stretch. And as you do this, and put your opposite arm, put your left arm, opposite arm, put your left arm either by your side or behind your back. If you're laying, obviously, it's got to be behind you. It's going to be by your side. And then I want you to turn slightly. Reach. As though you're reaching for something on the floor, but you don't bend down. Stay up straight. And then just turn into it. But also turn your head, don't be looking over this way. Keep your head in line with your body and turn. And as you keep doing this each day and you go that little bit further, you'll find that you've got that twist again. And you do it slowly, don't do it fast. And then relax. Don't just suddenly turn your body this way, because you could end up cricking something out. And that's not what we're trying to do. Okay, again, you're going to take your left arm, put your right arm behind you or by your side. You're going to reach across your right hip. You're going to pretend there's something on the floor that you're reaching for with your arm, but sit tall or stand tall. Even if you're in bed, you can do this. If you're lying flat, you can do this. Because what you're going to do is you're going to raise this shoulder. You're going to reach across and you're going to raise this shoulder off. And this part of your back off the bed. It's kind of like you're starting to roll over, but you're leaving your legs straight. Okay, so there we go. And like I said, move it. Move your head in with it. Don't keep your head straining, looking elsewhere. And stretch. Stay as tall as you can. Squeeze those glutes as well while you're doing it. Help perk up that little buttocks. Or big buttocks, depending on. And then relax. And here we go again. Right arm across your left hip. Reach for whatever it is on the floor and turn. I want you to turn that a little bit more than you did before. You reach. Come on, stretch, 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 stretch. You can do it. And this is all to help with your tendons, your muscles. It'll help your joints too. And again, your left arm over your right hip. You're going to turn, you're going to reach, you're going to stretch. Stay tall. Keep those ribs off the top of your hips. Make sure you've got that separation between the two. And turn into it. And then relax. And this is the last ones. Lovely Kitty Japan says, slowly and push and squeeze and reach for the toilet paper. You shouldn't be squeezing that hard. Marie says, I'm catching my breath. That's okay, Marie, because this one is a little tougher than the other ones. Okay, now this is the last one. Just two more. So you're going to reach over with your right arm across your left hip. Your left arm behind you or by your side. Turn. And you're going to reach. Pretend there's something on the floor that you're trying to reach for. But stay upright, stay tall. And turn into it. So you're actually just turning your upper torso. And then you squeeze those glutes. Give them a good squeeze and then relax. This is the last one now. This is the last one. You've got to make it count. Come on. Left arm over the right hip. Turn into the turn. And give those glutes a real good squeeze. Squeeze harder than you've been squeezing already. And give it a turn. Turn into it. Pull your tummy in. Hold it. And then relax. Okay, folks. There you go. So there you're over the weekend. While you're sat doing nothing, you can do all the stretches that we've done beforehand and try and add them into what we're doing now. I think next week, I think that's what we'll be doing. We'll be adding. Lovely Kid in Japan says, I'm turning red. You're squeezing too much. Don't squeeze that much. I think next week we'll work on putting all these together. So it's a slightly longer stretching session, but I think what we'll do is we'll do one of each. So that way, makes it a bit easier for you all to keep it in and keep going. You're doing Molly's too? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is that where everybody else is? I know where a lot of people have gone. So, Mrs. Fofman's laughing. And then as we progress, we will be doing a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. We'll be moving on and on and on. It depends. We shall see. But we have to keep doing it. Let's do it, let's do it. Is the last song of my videos. And then she says, I mean, let's push together. That's Lovely Kid in Japan. Oh my goodness me, girl. Marie says she's got a coffee now. Yeah, now we've finished the exercises. But that's good. So, never mind trying to sit there, look all innocent, Lovely Kid in Japan. Oh, I knows you. I knows. I see you. I see you. I do, I see you. She says, can I have my wine now? Of course you can have your wine now, honey. Just one mouthful. That's it. Tiger said, I also went to temple today because my mother's friend invited my family for her prayers. Oh, that's wonderful. That's nice, Tiger. That's so sweet. Outdoor air. Good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. We just finished doing the stretches. And we can do a quick run through of a set of each if you want. I'm waiting for his response. I'm trying to get doing these and getting these uploaded is quite easy because it uploads, you know, fruits through my phone. There's no editing involved. Whereas my other videos that I do, I need to edit, and I've got to finish. I'm trying so hard to get my laptop sorted out, and I don't know what I'm doing. I think what I'm going to do is just, because I'm now back to Windows 7 Home Premium, and I do have the email, and I don't know if it's for this laptop or my old laptop, but I know both of them I was able to upgrade to Windows 10 when they invited us to do so with a free download. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to do it again. I shall have to see. Eric says, I was listening the whole time, but I was exercising my fingers. Yeah, and redoing my tags. Well, you gave those fingers a good stretch then. But there's no reason why you cannot squeeze those glutes while you're sitting. Doesn't take much brain power to do that, or much concentration. Lovely Kid in Japan says, I was reaching for another one, and June said, that's it. Oof, I dropped my bottle. No, don't drop it, Lovely Kid. Place it down nicely, and you can come back for it again. Outdoor air said, I stretched to get my coffee. You know, you really could stretch as you're walking. You see these runners doing this kind of thing, and well, you know, I mean, you don't have to do that. As you're walking along, you can stretch your arm and reach over this way, and you know, have an arm out like this. Don't smack somebody in the face while you're doing it. So, you know, and you can put your arm up across like this and push in. See, you can. Oh, Lovely Kid in Japan says, outdoor air, you have to push the coffee too. That is so true. And she also says, I'm a good girl. Junie's like my mom. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Yep, so once I get my laptop sorted, because I don't even have an editing program on my laptop right now. Uh, 'Cause I was using Windows Movie Maker, and I know it's not supported anymore, but I was familiar with that and comfortable with that. But I made a mistake, a mistook when I restored my laptop to its original settings, and I gave it a name. Oh, thank you, Marie. Marie says June is my friend for life. Thank you, Marie. When I tried to restore everything back from my little terabyte drive, it couldn't restore everything back because the path was different or something. The address was different or something. And I think it's because I named my laptop. So I really don't know what I'm doing. But I have confirmed I do have access and can reach my videos. Joan, Mrs. Forverman says, you said in a video recently your dehydrator isn't working well. Are you overloading your dehydrator? I know if I put too much in it, then it takes forever to dehydrate something. No, it's just old, Mrs. Forverman. It seems to have two areas where it's hotter than the other, and the trays are cracking. The plastic, the trays, they're cracking. I've had that dehydrator since I think like 1990, something like that. So Mrs. Forverman says my griddle was doing the same thing. Yeah, and it also gives off this weird smell, which seems to some food stuff. It seems to permeate, like apple or I thought it was because at first I thought it was because I was dehydrating them too much. But yeah, it certainly turns the taste of apple and it turns the taste of plantain or bananas. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to. Lovely kid in Japan. She says I need to dehydrate myself. Oh, good grief, girl. No, you need to rehydrate yourself. Good morning, Ford Vanman. It's good to see you. Mrs. Ford Vanman says, yeah, it sounds like it's time for a new one. I'm going to have to wait on that, though. Because, obviously we need to wait to see what's happening with my hubby and see where we go for me. So... Lovely kid in Japan says, laughing out loud, my English, right? Wow. It's okay. It's okay, lovely kid in Japan. It just adds to your personality. It adds to who you are. It's okay. Oh God, I'm doing it again. Sorry. It's the same time every day. I think maybe it's because I'm talking so much. I don't know. But I guess it's the same time every day. Can't stop learning. Yeah, that is true. Mrs. Forverman says, yep, got to have your financial priorities in order. That is so true. My husband is not so much for doing that. He would rather, I don't know, go out somewhere extra. Pappy, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. How are you doing? If we go out anywhere, if we go into the store, and I know we're going to go, right, it's going to be around lunchtime or dinner time, or if we have a doctor's appointment, which is usually an hour away, then I make sure I take a packed lunch with me. I take homemade soup some tuna, some salad, you know, hot thing of water, because I have instant coffee or tea bags and some milk with me, so that when we go out, we're not spending an awful lot of money on lunch or dinner. Mr. Philberman says, well, you do have to treat yourself every once in a while, otherwise you are just working yourself for nothing. That is so true. That is so true, Mrs. Philberman. I mean, most of the time, you know, we eat my packed lunch. Milady, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. How are you doing? It's good to see you. We've already done the stretches, my lady. But if you want, you can go back and go, you know, scoot for about halfway in. And that's where, you know, I'm starting to do. I think I'm going to do that on a regular basis. And then people know to, maybe that's the wrong thing to do. I don't know, because maybe they'll skip the rest of the video and just go straight to the exercises. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But it's the whole point is so that people have something to refer to. And the whole point of this too is so that we all have somebody to do it with. Because I know for me, it's quite easy when I'm by myself just to, you know, half-ass it, you know, oh, I'll only do one of each today, or I'll only do this set today, or it's so easy to do that when you've nobody there to make you accountable for what you're doing. I'm trying to remember to keep my shoulders back and down on my back, more upright. It's a bit painful doing it that way. So, and the laughs too, yes. That is so true, Marie. I called you June. John, blooming heck. Oh, my brain. Marie says you squeezed. Japan says, Marie, you squeezed also and pushed together. That's why we are strong. That is so true. That is so true. How are you doing, milady? Oh my gosh. My lady says I'm doing good. I cannot believe I missed those stretches. Oh yeah. With a load of laughing faces. Oh yeah. You were sat in there going, phew, good thing I missed them. Good thing, I mean, you know, if you want, we can run through, you know, do a quick run through one of each stretching. Lovely kid says we love to squeeze. We love that squeezing. Yes, that is the best part of it, is the squeezing. Oh my goodness. Well, I finished all my chocolates, my lady. Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it. And I've not, look, see, I've still got my bracelet on. Still got my bracelet on. I have not taken it off since I put it on. It's beautiful. Do you know these little stones, these little round ones that have the solid color on one side, and it has like a crackle on the inside? I find those really fascinating, and I'm often finding myself looking, sitting there looking at them. You can kind of get yourself lost in them. My lady says, hello everybody. Hello to all. Lovely kid in Japan says, and reaching something, but not to the floor. She says it's so wet after that wine. Oh dear. Don't spill your wine and be careful of what you grab. You don't want to be squeezing too hard. My goodness, girls. We don't need omega. You know, Holla Rita, we've been missing her too. She hasn't been in for a while. I think she only been in once this week. So we're missing her too. There's quite a few people that haven't. But it is Saturday. It is Saturday, and I will forgive them for it being Saturday. Tomorrow we'll have a rest day again as normal, and lovely kid in Japan says, "Milady, can you believe it? June said, drop that wine, Gina, just one glass." But of course. And I said, one mouthful, Marie, lovely kid in Japan. I said, one mouthful, not a glass. But we'll let you have a glass. Marie says, when squeezing, my face gets exercise to it. It's all puckered up. You're not supposed to squeeze that hard. Oh, no, milady, you don't have to, honey. I really enjoyed those, so I was like a little kid sitting on my bed. You see, my hubby is type 2 diabetic, so he can't eat the chocolates. So I don't have to share them with anybody else. I can have them all to myself. And I feel like a naughty kid hiding in my room, eating a chocolate. I wake up during the night. Oh, I'll have some chocolate. I know it's naughty, it's bad, but it's so good. It's so good. Lovely kid in Japan says, one mouthful? Can I drink a whole bottle at once? Oh, lordy girl. You'll be slushing around if you do. Good morning, Lee. It is so good to see you. Yes, I'm feeling a bit better this morning. The antibiotics are doing their job, thank goodness. Now we just got to figure out a way of keeping my feet from swelling up. You know, it's not just my feet, it's my whole legs swell. And you know, at first my husband was like, you've got fat knees. And I'm like, I don't have fat knees. And there's been the odd few days where I've been off my feet of the whole time and just going to the bathroom. And that's the only time I was on my feet. And then I've shown him my legs and I said, see, I don't have fat knees. I've got skinny knees. And then by the end of the day, they're again. So, Peeper, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. How are you? How are you? It's so good to see everybody. I'm glad you brought donuts with you, Lee. We were just talking about chocolate again. Lovely kid says, Lee is cheating today. No stretching with us. Well, yep, I noticed that. No. Peeper says, I'm fine, June. How are you? I'm doing much better, thank you, Peeper. I'm doing much better. Though I will admit, I mean, after I finish these sessions, I do end up having to take a nap. It's just the way that it is. I'm hoping that by the time spring comes and we have, you know, more sunshine, that I'll pucker up a bit. I'm looking into researching foods that are anti-inflammatory. I think what do you mean you showed up like a blister? Lee says, sorry, I showed up like a blister. What do you mean like a blister? I have to think on that one. You might have to explain that to me. Lovely Kid in Japan says Lee was enjoying her healthy soup, right? Oh dear, people said the Golden Girls. Yep. Yep, us old ladies. Yeah, I'm hoping that as spring comes and we get more sunshine. That, oh, I was saying, no, I'm saying, my brain. A lovely kid in Japan wants to know what's a blister. Oh, okay, yeah, I get you now. Lee says after the work is done. Parentheses, blister. I get it now. Yep, blisters do always show up when a blister is where you have that little thing, that bubble that comes up on your hand after it's been. Oh, how do I explain a blister to somebody? It's where fluid comes up underneath a layer of skin, and it bubbles up after. Say like you've been digging in the garden, and the tool has been rubbing on your finger. Yeah, that's what a blister is, Japan. Yeah, so I think I'm going to look into foods that are, high in helping with energy. She says, I'm still working and cheating with Joan and still uploading a video. Oh my gosh. You're multitasking, Japan. You're multitasking. I will be soon as I get the darn program that I can work with to edit my videos. Aye. Because I did have Windows Movie Maker, but for some reason it's not loading anymore. Marie says squeeze, lovely squeeze. That's Lovely Kid in Japan. I know mushrooms, and I'm not talking those that grow wild. I know mushrooms are good for energy. Lovely Kid in Japan says, yep. I said to my hubby, wait, I'm working and I'm squeezing. Molly, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. How are you doing? Yes, you did miss the exercises, but we can run through a set if you would like. We can do that for you, or after I've finished, you can skip back to, half an hour in, because that's when we started with the exercises. Mrs. Ford Bamman says, I used YouTube Editor and it wasn't too bad. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Molly says, no, it's okay. Don't put yourself out. Uh-huh. It's okay, Molly. It's okay. Scoot back. She had a bad night at work. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Peeper says if it fits, I sits. That's a good one, Peeper. I like that one. Lovely Kid in Japan says, Molly, hi. Now you need to squeeze alone. Yes, that will help relieve some tension. Milady wants to know any tips on help with arthritis pain. My grandmother used to put me in a bath with mustard. Use hot mustard powder. And from what I can remember, she used like 2 teaspoons. and sprinkled it in a bath of you know, hot water, or as hot as you can take it. And then I used to, and then she'd put me in the bath, and I can remember, because I used to get pain in my knees so bad that I couldn't walk. I used to have to, you know, crawl along the floor using my elbows. And when that hit, yeah, hemp oil too. But it is expensive. Yeah, it is expensive. If you can use capsaicin, that is good too, but just don't rub it in too much. You know, don't sit there and rub, because I know somebody who did that and it kind of got overheated. It turned red. It was that hot. Molly says, I just squeezed the Mars bar out of its wrapper. Oh, Molly. You know you should not bring chocolate to class unless you got some to hand around to everybody else. The lovely kitty in Japan says, Joan, Molly's cheating. Molly goes, who, me cheat? Yes, all the time. Okay, my lady says thanks. There we go. Chocolates for everybody. Molly's handing out chocolates. Turmeric is good. A good one is an anti-inflammatory. Oh, I need to have it all in front of me. I'll send you a little list. Do you D-Way? People? Molly, I'll, not Molly, milady, I'll, send you a little list. Molly says, Marie cheats with me. I know she does. I know. I have seen her. I love the kid from Japan says, don't open chocolate in front of Lee. I know, she'll snatch it, right? Cherry juice or cranberry juice? Okay. Oh, sorry. Do you know D-Way? It's a meme. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. People. Sounds interesting. I shall look it up. Marie says, Molly, I'm eating breakfast. Yep, chocolate breakfast. Chocolate for breakfast. That is the best way. Especially if it's, you know, special chocolate. Oh, man. That was so good. Having chocolate. I'm not going to go on about it. Molly says it's 1:29 a.m. there, so technically she's having breakfast. Yes, that is so true, Molly. That is so true. And Lee is handing out chocolates. Everybody have chocolates. Chocolate, chocolate. God, welcome back, Krish. Did you get your video finished? Did you get it finished and edited and uploaded? Lovely kid in Japan says, oh, Tiger, we were talking and Tiger uploaded before me. Well, that's okay, Molly. That's okay, lovely kid in Japan. We'll go from Tiger's to yours. Or from yours to Tiger's. It doesn't matter. Either way, we shall make sure that we view their videos. Lovely kid in Japan says, Lee, throw away that nasty, unhealthy sweets. Yeah, throw it away directly at Lovely Kid in Japan is what Lovely Kid in Japan means. Oh, wow. Molly said, I saw twins born tonight, so that was nice. But the rest of my shift was sad. I'm so sorry, Molly, I know you must see some devastating things. I my heart goes out and my hat goes off to you, babe. Really does. I couldn't. Ty, good morning. It's so good to see you. Welcome. Tiger asks Molly, "Are you a nurse?" Yes, she is. Oh, I need a cup of tea. Oops, sorry, folks. Sorry. Yes, Molly is an ER nurse, an emergency room nurse. That's a bit chilly. Ah, Tiger's best friend from school days is a nurse too. Okay, just chat among yourselves a minute. And I'm just going to go grab a cup of tea. And I'll be right back. Yeah, Lovely Kitchen Japan says, "You're like me, June. I'm always sleepy at the phone and on Hangouts. Unfortunately, it's always around the same time of the day that this starts. You know, it's always, and it's driving me nuts because then it's throwing the rest of my day off. So hopefully by the time I finish the antibiotics, I'll be a bit more pepped up and on the way to going. What are we all discussing today? A bit of this and a bit of that, Ty. If you know of anything that'll help with arthritis, I know that my lady is looking for ideas from that. I'm going to be sending her a list of herbs and spices that she can use while she's cooking. And For Verman says, "Thanks for what you do, Molly," because remember, Molly is an emergency room nurse, and that's tough. That really is a tough job. And Molly says, "Thank you for Verman. I do love my job, just some nights are very sad." Yes. Lovely Kid in Japan says, "We are discussing dissecting chocolate. The chocolate that Molly squeezed." Yup. That's a good thought. Foverman says, "Carry the twins home, not to the loss." Good advice. Good advice. Okay, guys, I'm going to be right back. See if I can get a cup of tea to keep me going. a scowl on your face, kitty. Okay. Took me a little bit longer than I expected to. I forgot to put the water in my teapot. Okay, I'm back. Ellen, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. Welcome. We've finished our stretches. We've got our tea, and we're having a chat. We're having a chat. So, yep, I'm back. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to because my tea, I hadn't poured the tea in the teapot. I mean, I hadn't poured the hot water in the teapot earlier. I thought I had. But that's okay. It's something I do quite often. I go to get a cup of tea and it's like, oh, nothing's in there. So I try and keep a pot of tea on the run all day so that it's a lot easier anyway. Thank you. Marie was naughty again. I'll find out, because I'm going to scroll up Marie. You naughty girl. She's always bad. Oh. I see chocolate bars. I see chocolate bars going now. That is naughty. Lovely kid in Japan says she's going to squeeze in the toilet. Oh, God. I went to get my cup of tea. Molly in Japan says, Molly, yes, me. Chocolate kisses. Ty Bevan says that awkward silence. I got up and walked away. I just went and got my cup of tea. That's all. Marie says, I'm giving my home fries and eggs mouth to mouth. Oh. Well, we will let you off with the eggs, but the fries, you don't need that much starch. I love the kid in Japan goes, I need something in my mouth. Molly says, I've nearly finished my video. I just have to add the music. And it was hard finding the right music. Yeah, it is. I'm lucky. I have some friends who are musicians. And I can Lovely kid in Japan said, that's hot tea there. June definitely burned the can. Yeah. And Molly says, yes, Tina. I'm so excited. I try to keep at 10 minutes. I filmed too much. It could have been an hour. That's the same trouble I have. I try to do, what I've been trying to do lately is do a video in one shot, in one take. And it just doesn't work because after I think it's like 25 minutes, my phone automatically stops recording. And it's just not working. I can't seem to do it. And then I try and cut it down when I do the editing. A lovely kid in Japan says, Molly, I started the same thing a long time ago. I don't want to cut anything out. And yeah, exactly. Everybody's talking to each other. Molly says, I love your videos. Love the kid in Japan. Always so upbeat and positive. And your little boy is cute. Let me scroll down. I'm trying to catch up here. There we go. I am caught up. Good morning, Tessie. It's so good to see you, honey. Of course, you've missed the stretching. Everybody always comes in after the stretching. I wonder why. If you want to do them, you could all go back to the half an hour in, about half an hour in. So you can like fast forward to that. So thank you so much for stopping in. Tiger says yes. A video in one take can be hard. It really is. And Molly says there are so many great copyright-free music sites, but the music just didn't match. Yep, I get it. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Molly. I love the kid in Japan says I always spend hours looking for music. Sorry, guys. Oh, did it again. Drink your tea, June. It'll wake you up. No, it won't. All right, Ty, you have a wonderful day too, sweetie. You take care. Thank you for stopping by. And everyone, when you've got time, please go over to Ty. She has some very interesting topics that she discusses. I like to listen to her while I'm, working in the kitchen. And it's so funny because sometimes I answer her. Not that she can hear me or anything, but I'll be doing the dishes or cooking something or something like that, and I'll be listening to her one of her topics, and I'll answer her back. I'll put my own 2 pennies worth in while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. Oh, Ollie says I'll stay awake looking for music. I have 6 hours before I need to go to church, and I'll sleep there. You're not supposed to sleep in church, Molly. Mind you, it is so funny. When you sit there and you look around and all the old folks are like nodding off. I've even seen some of the older, priests and what have you, whatever you want to call them, that sit up there by the pulpit dozing off. And you want to go wake up and pull on the sleeve. Oi, wake up. I think, because I know some of the music you can download, but I know it'll not be, it's not so easy to keep all that music downloaded. But if you save the links to any music that you hear that you like. Oh, thank you so much, Ty. You take care, honey. And you don't let anybody ever tell you can't sing, because you can. Yeah, if you come across any music while you're searching for other music that you like, make a folder for the links and put the links in a folder. It says she who keeps forgetting to put links in folders. And that way, at least you know what's in the folder is something that you liked. So you don't have to go searching through some, a whole lot more again and again and again. Ty says, no, I can't sing, but thank you for saying that. I can. Well, hey, I think you can. A lovely kid in Japan says, Tessie will smash your hand and put it in her pocket. Oh, we'll smack your hand. I think she means we'll smack your hand. She's talking about the chocolate. Still getting chocolate bars going around here. Molly has got 146 days till she graduates. You can do it, Molly. We're all right behind you, honey. We're right there. We just remember to include us if you can. At least give us a little peek of your graduation day. Oh, Hum said, Tessie, I think we're all going through the same thing. Hum said, Tessie says, Tina, I'm running all of your videos. It have been a busy week and I've missed a few of your videos. Yep, I have some of yours to catch up on too, Tess. I have so much catching up to do. I think I just done, a full circle and ended up back at the beginning again. Lovely Kid in Japan says, Tessie, it's okay. We are busy YouTubers and busy at home. That is true. Oh, cool. Molly said she'll live stream. I hope you're not kidding. Oh, please, please, please do it. Molly said she'll live stream her graduation. Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. Oh, she's busy with her granddaughters this week. Oh, that's so nice. I love the photograph that you have with your granddaughter in the bonnet. All right then, Tessie. I love you too, honey, and I'll see you on Monday. Oh, I've literally lost you all. Where did you go? There you are. Diaz, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. Welcome. We've done all the exercising, we've done all the stretching, but if you want to zip back to half an hour, it's half an hour in. You want to zip back to that and, do your stretching a bit later, you can do. You are more than welcome to. And Lovely Kid in Japan is doing a lot of travelling lately. And Tessie said the bonnet that her granddaughter is wearing in her intro for her videos was her grandma's bonnet. Oh, it's a beautiful bonnet. And Molly says, I'll live stream so I have more people watching. My aunt can't be there, sadly. Oh, I'm so sorry. But it'll be nice, that have people that be able to see and watch it and root you on. Tessie said it's an Amish outfit. It looks nice, Tessie. She looks really sweet in it. Thank you, Diaz. Okay, Tiger says I will have to go now. It's going to be 11 p.m. there. Yes, it is. Well, you take care, Tiger. It's so good to see you. It's always good seeing you, honey. You have a good sleep. And Diaz says, I'm feeling well this morning. That is wonderful. That is so good. Mrs. Forvanman says, I'm heading out for the day. I got to clean my kitchen today. Ooh, I walked into the kitchen and there's a pile of dishes in there. Oh, I can't stand that. Okay, Mrs. Forvanman, you have a great day too, honey. Thank you ever so much for stopping in. So Molly will be graduating, for the people that's new in here. Molly will be graduating in 146 days. She's an ER, an emergency room nurse. So we're all rooting for Molly. She can do it. I mean, being an emergency room nurse is one of the hardest things. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ford Vanman. Thank you. That's so sweet. We'll be shutting up shop here soon. I'm starting to go cross-eyed again. Oh, man. I don't want to do what I did yesterday. I fell asleep while we were talking. I actually fell asleep to the point where I was actually dreaming. I can't remember exactly what I was dreaming, but Molly says it's been a long 4 years and 6 months extra to get the extra degree, but she said she's so close. You can do it. You can do it, Molly. You're nearly there. And I just know that it's going to go well. Ford Vanman says, always doing adult stuff. Mrs. Ford Vanman? I think the kids nowadays call that adulting. You're adulting. Being adults, you're adulting. Like, wait. Adulting is hard. It is, Molly. It really is. That's why I try and keep, my Peter Pan type nature. I just refuse to grow old. I mean, my body might, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not going to. Oh, this tea is good. It's nice and hot too. And I shall say thank you, Scotty, for the tea. Scotty, where are you? Scotty's not in this morning. I know he's okay because I was talking to him last night. Well, I can't say that because I know how things can change from one minute to the next. All right. Marie says still a little Tinkerbell. Yep. Marie. Molly says I struggle juggling everything I have to schedule, even to eat chocolate. Well, you know what, Molly? That's not a bad thing if you're scheduling yourself some time to eat chocolate, because then at least that's a little bit time for you, where you shut the doors and tell everybody stay away for 10 minutes while I eat my chocolate. And no, you can't have any. Lovely kid in Japan says, yup, Scott and Sam are not squeezing today. That is so very true. That is so very true. And Russell is not here. We're missing Russell. He often comes in late. Oh, my eyes are closing. Okay, folks. I'm going to say good morning. Oh, Molly, that's nice. Molly lives by herself, and her cat Kevin. So that's nice. You can have your chocolate all to yourself. Emma, good morning, honey. So good to see you. I shall stay a few minutes longer, but I can't stay too long. Molly says squeezing cop-outs. Yeah, you got it, Molly, you got it. All right, Marie, love you too, honey. I got tangled up right there. Emma, we're just heading out. I shall stay and talk a little bit longer. Marie says much love to all roomies. Molly says have a great day, June. I feel bad for Emma. Love the kid in Japan says bye. Sweet June and sweet people. Have a lovely day. Marie says have a good day. I can't. I really can't. I'm struggling. I'm even struggling to speak. And Molly says look after yourselves. Actually, you know what, Molly? It's a good thing that you don't live with my cat, because my cat will be stealing your chocolate. I've got quite a few video clips of him now, you know, cat burglaring my food. That little monkey. Emma, I'm doing okay, honey. I'm just very sleepy right now. It's that time of day where it kind of hits me. I think I might talk to the doctor and see if it's a hormonal thing. Molly says he's a beautiful, cute cat, Drew. Yeah, he is. He's curled up asleep right now on my bed. But man, he really is a little tinker for taking my food. He's no boundaries whatsoever. Absolutely no boundaries. So I'll set him up a playlist of his own, and I'll call it the cat burglar. I will. What am I doing? Well, right now, Emma, we're about to leave. We did some stretches earlier. It's about half an hour into the stream. If you need to go back, if you want to, follow along and do some of the stretches with us. Tomorrow we'll be having a break. We just have a cuppa and a chat. There's no stretching tomorrow. And then we'll see what next week brings. You just never know what I might come up with. So, but I really do need to get off. I can't keep my eyes open, see. I'm struggling. Yesterday I actually fell asleep. I think I was talking and I fell asleep mid-sentence. I just remember suddenly waking up and everybody has seen everybody going, oh, she's fallen asleep. She's asleep. So before I do that, I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, no matter where you are. This is hurting me across my nose. No matter where you are in this universe, be nice and be kind to each other. And remember, you can look, think about it. Can you look somebody in the eye and say, I see you? And really see them for who they are. And accept them for who they are. And also remember, one step at a time, one breath at a time. I can do this. Thank you all so much for coming in. I really appreciate the time that you spend with me, because I know just how precious time really is. I love you all. Big hugs. Thank you. Milady says, have a good weekend. Yes, everybody, have a good weekend. And we shall be back tomorrow, but tomorrow we will have a break from stretching. We will just have a cuppa and a chat. And we'll see where it goes tomorrow. Next week, I'll come up with something. You'll see. Oh, I should come up with some good ones, shouldn't I? Anyway, goodbye. Thank you to my new subscribers. I want to say thank you. And I will get round to everybody. Eventually, I'm just a tad bit behind. So, bye. Lots of love, everyone. Oh.